We often find ourselves drawn to certain experiences or moments that seem to carry a deeper meaning, as if guided by an unseen hand. Carl Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity, referring to meaningful coincidences that cannot be explained by cause and effect, but nonetheless feel profoundly significant. Imagine you meet someone who provides exactly the advice you needed at that moment, or you come across a book that seems to speak directly to your situation. These moments are not mere accidents, but are, according to Jung, expressions of a deeper order in life. Synchronicity invites us to look beyond the surface of our daily experiences and recognize the patterns that guide our lives. It suggests that there is an underlying connectivity between our inner psyche and the external world, a bridge between our inner thoughts and outer events. But how do we tune into these meaningful patterns, and what can they teach us about our lives? To begin understanding synchronicity, we must first acknowledge that our perception of reality is often limited by our focus on linear, cause and effect thinking. Instead, synchronicity asks us to see life as an interconnected web of events and experiences. This perspective encourages us to trust in the wisdom of our unconscious mind, which communicates through symbols and metaphors. Consider a moment when you felt a strong sense of déjà vu or an inexplicable connection to a stranger. These feelings are the psyche's way of signaling that there is more to the situation than meets the eye. By paying attention to these signals, we can start to see the deeper meanings and connections in our lives. Synchronicity also challenges us to embrace the unknown and the mysterious aspects of life. It teaches us that not everything can be understood through logic and reason alone. Sometimes, the most profound truths are revealed through our intuition and our ability to see beyond the obvious. As we move forward, let's explore how we can cultivate an awareness of synchronicity in our daily lives. How can we open ourselves to these meaningful coincidences and allow them to guide us? What practical steps can we take to recognize and interpret the patterns that emerge in our lives? Cultivating awareness of synchronicity. To cultivate awareness of synchronicity, we must first develop a sense of mindfulness and presence in our daily lives. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we become more attuned to the subtle cues and signals that the universe sends our way. This heightened awareness allows us to notice the meaningful coincidences that might otherwise go unnoticed. One practical way to enhance our mindfulness is through regular meditation or quiet reflection. By creating a space for stillness and introspection, we can tune into our inner thoughts and feelings, making it easier to recognize the synchronicities that occur around us. Additionally, keeping a journal of our experiences and reflections can help us track patterns and gain insights over time. Another important aspect of cultivating synchronicity is trusting our intuition. Often, our gut feelings or hunches are the psyche's way of guiding us toward meaningful experiences. By honoring and acting on these intuitive nudges, we open ourselves to the flow of synchronicity in our lives. It's also helpful to pay attention to recurring themes or symbols that appear in our dreams, conversations, or daily encounters. These motifs can serve as guideposts, pointing us toward areas of our lives that require deeper exploration or understanding. By reflecting on these symbols and their potential meanings, we can uncover valuable insights and directions for our personal growth. As we become more aware of synchronicity, we may also notice that certain people or events seem to enter our lives at just the right moment. These encounters are often more than mere chance. They are opportunities for learning, healing, and transformation. By remaining open and receptive to these experiences, we can fully embrace the gifts they offer, In our quest to cultivate synchronicity, we must also practice patience and trust. Sometimes, the meaning of a particular event or coincidence may not be immediately clear. However, by holding a sense of curiosity and openness, we allow the deeper significance to reveal itself in due time. Now, let's delve deeper into the practical steps we can take to recognize and interpret the synchronicities in our lives. How can we develop a more nuanced understanding of these meaningful patterns and use them to navigate our personal journeys? The art of recognizing synchronicities. Tuning into life's hidden patterns. Recognizing synchronicities involves cultivating a blend of awareness, openness, and reflective thinking. It starts with setting clear intentions. When we clearly articulate our desires and goals, we send a signal to the universe that we are ready to receive its guidance and support. This intentionality creates a fertile ground for synchronicities to manifest in our lives. When we encounter a potential synchronicity, it is essential to pause and reflect on its significance. Ask yourself, what does this moment or event mean to me? How does it relate to my current circumstances or inner state? By examining the context and emotional resonance of the experience, we can uncover its deeper message. This reflection helps us to see beyond the surface and understand the underlying connections that are at play. Synchronicities often present themselves through patterns or repetitions. For example, you might repeatedly encounter a specific number, animal, or word in various contexts. These repetitions are not random. They are signals from the unconscious, urging us to pay attention. By exploring the symbolic meanings of these patterns, we can gain valuable insights into our personal journeys. Each symbol has its own unique significance, and by delving into these meanings, we can better understand the messages being conveyed to us. It is also valuable to seek guidance from trusted friends, mentors, or spiritual advisors. Sharing our experiences and reflections with others can provide new perspectives and help us see connections we might have missed on our own. Additionally, engaging in group discussions or workshops focused on synchronicity can deepen our understanding and appreciation of these phenomena. These collective experiences can enrich our own interpretations and provide a more comprehensive view of the synchronicities in our lives. In interpreting synchronicities, it is crucial to maintain a balance between rational analysis and intuitive insight. While it is natural to seek logical explanations, we must also honor the mystery and magic inherent in these experiences. Sometimes, the true meaning of a synchronicity may only become apparent over time as we continue to reflect and grow. This balance allows us to approach synchronicities with an open mind, welcoming both our analytical and intuitive faculties. As we deepen our ability to recognize and interpret synchronicities, we may find that our lives take on a greater sense of flow and harmony. We become more attuned to the subtle currents that guide us, and we learn to navigate our paths with greater ease and confidence. This attunement helps us to make decisions that are aligned with our true selves and our higher purpose. To integrate the wisdom of synchronicity into our daily lives, we can start by using these meaningful patterns to inform our decisions. When faced with a choice or dilemma, consider any recent synchronicities that might offer insights. Reflect on how these meaningful coincidences might inform your path forward and trust in the wisdom they provide. This approach helps us to make decisions that are in harmony with the greater flow of life. In our relationships, synchronicity can serve as a powerful connector. Pay attention to the people who enter your life and the timing of these encounters. Often, these relationships carry important lessons or opportunities for growth. By remaining open to these connections, we can cultivate deeper, more meaningful interactions with others. These relationships can provide us with support, guidance, and new perspectives that enrich our lives. Another way to integrate synchronicity is by embracing a mindset of gratitude and wonder. Recognize and appreciate the moments of meaningful coincidence as gifts from the universe. This attitude of gratitude not only enhances our sense of well-being, but also attracts more synchronicities into our lives. By acknowledging and valuing these experiences, we create a positive feedback loop that brings even more meaningful connections into our awareness. It is also helpful to create rituals or practices that honor the presence of synchronicity. This could involve setting aside time each day for reflection, meditation, or journaling. By regularly engaging in these practices, we reinforce our connection to the deeper patterns that guide us. These rituals help us to stay grounded and centered, making it easier to recognize and interpret the synchronicities that emerge in our lives. As we weave synchronicity into the fabric of our daily lives, we may find that our experiences become richer and more fulfilling. We develop a greater sense of trust in the unfolding of our journeys and a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. This trust allows us to navigate life with a sense of ease and grace, knowing that we are being guided by a higher wisdom. Ultimately, synchronicity invites us to live with a sense of curiosity and wonder, embracing the mystery and magic of life. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and recognize the profound connections that shape our experiences. By honoring these meaningful patterns, we can navigate our lives with greater wisdom, purpose, and joy. Let us continue to nurture this awareness, staying open to the guidance and insights that synchronicity offers, and using this wisdom to enrich our personal journeys, embracing the flow, integrating synchronicity into everyday life. Integrating synchronicity into our daily lives involves adopting a mindset of openness and receptivity. By staying attuned to the subtle signals and patterns that emerge, we can align our actions with the deeper currents of meaning that guide us. One practical way to incorporate synchronicity into our decision-making is by using it as a tool for guidance. When faced with a choice or dilemma, take a moment to reflect on any recent synchronicities that might offer insights. Consider how these meaningful coincidences might inform your path forward and trust in the wisdom they provide. For instance, if you notice recurring themes or symbols related to your decision, trust that these patterns are guiding you towards the most aligned choice. This process not only enriches your decision-making, but also strengthens your intuitive faculties. In our relationships, synchronicity can serve as a powerful connector. Pay attention to the people who enter your life and the timing of these encounters. Often, these relationships carry important lessons or opportunities for growth. By remaining open to these connections, we can cultivate deeper, more meaningful interactions with others. For example, if you repeatedly cross paths with someone new, consider that it might be more than mere coincidence. Engage with these individuals with an open heart, and you may discover that they bring valuable insights or opportunities into your life. These synchronicities in relationships help us recognize the interconnectedness of our lives and the shared journey we are on. Another way to integrate synchronicity is by embracing a mindset of gratitude and wonder. Recognize and appreciate the moments of meaningful coincidence as gifts from the universe. This attitude of gratitude not only enhances our sense of well-being, but also attracts more synchronicities into our lives. When we acknowledge these experiences with gratitude, we create a positive feedback loop that invites even more meaningful connections and events. This practice helps us to remain in a state of wonder and appreciation, seeing the magic in everyday occurrences. It's also helpful to create rituals or practices that honor the presence of synchronicity. This could involve setting aside time each day for reflection, meditation, or journaling. By regularly engaging in these practices, we reinforce our connection to the deeper patterns that guide us. For instance, you might start your day with a meditation focused on openness to synchronicities, or end your day by journaling any significant coincidences and reflecting on their meanings. These rituals help to keep us grounded and connected, enhancing our ability to recognize and interpret synchronicities. As we weave synchronicity into the fabric of our daily lives, we may find that our experiences become richer and more fulfilling. We develop a greater sense of trust in the unfolding of our journeys and a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. This trust allows us to navigate life with a sense of ease and grace, knowing that we are supported by a higher wisdom. Moreover, this perspective helps us to see challenges and obstacles as part of a larger, meaningful pattern, fostering resilience and hope. Ultimately, synchronicity invites us to live with a sense of curiosity and wonder, embracing the mystery and magic of life. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and recognize the profound connections that shape our experiences. By honoring these meaningful patterns, we can navigate our lives with greater wisdom, purpose, and joy. This approach not only enhances our personal growth, but also deepens our connection to the world around us. Now, as we conclude this exploration of synchronicity, let's reflect on how we can continue to nurture this awareness in our daily lives. How can we remain open to the guidance and insights that synchronicity offers? And how can we use this wisdom to enrich our personal journeys? To maintain this openness, we can commit to regular self-reflection and mindfulness practices. By staying present and aware, we can catch the subtle nudges and hints that synchronicities provide. Additionally, sharing our experiences with others can help to reinforce our understanding and appreciation of these phenomena. Engage in conversations about synchronicity, join groups or workshops that explore these themes, and be open to learning from the experiences of others. Furthermore, we can cultivate an attitude of playful curiosity. Approach life with the mindset of a curious explorer, eager to uncover the hidden meanings and connections that lie beneath the surface. This playful approach lightens our spirit and keeps us open to the wonders that synchronicity can bring. In essence, integrating synchronicity into our daily lives is about tuning into the subtle rhythms of the universe and allowing them to guide us. By embracing this practice, we can navigate our lives with greater wisdom, joy, and a profound sense of interconnectedness.